Welcome to Section 7.1, Part 1. This is the 51st session of the CISSP exam prep series. This part opens the world of public key cryptography and the math that makes it work. In this session, we'll build a working picture of asymmetric cryptography. We'll answer several questions. What problem does public key cryptography actually solve? How does a key pair protect a message? Why are these systems slower and their keys longer? How does the RSA algorithm work under the hood? And how do you choose a key length that stays safe over time? Why does this matter beyond the exam? Because you make key decisions on the job that live for years. Imagine you are standing up encrypted messaging for a logistics firm whose partners change every quarter. You cannot pre-share secret keys with strangers you have never met. Public key cryptography is the tool that lets you communicate securely with people you have no prior relationship with. Get the fundamentals right, and everything you build on top stays sound. So what problem does public key cryptography actually solve? Symmetric systems are fast, but both sides must already share one secret key. That works fine between two known parties. It falls apart the moment you have thousands of users who have never met. Asymmetric cryptography removes that hurdle entirely. Each user holds a pair of related keys, so you can set up secure channels without ever hand-delivering a shared secret. Think of it as a mailbox anyone can drop letters into, but only you hold the key that opens it. How does a key pair protect a message? Every user gets two matched keys. The public key you publish openly to the whole world, the private key you guard and never share, apart from formal escrow or recovery arrangements. Here is the flow. To send you a message, I encrypt it with your public key. Once I do that, not even I can read it back. Only your private key can unlock it. The keys are mathematically linked, so possessing the public half gives an attacker no way in. That is the elegance of the design. Why are these systems slower? And why must their keys be longer? Public key math is far more computationally demanding than symmetric math. To reach the same strength, an asymmetric key must be much longer than a symmetric one. That extra work adds up quickly on anything beyond a short message. So in practice, architects lean on symmetric cryptography for bulk data and reserve the asymmetric approach for the parts where its unique power is worth the cost. Later sessions show how hybrid designs combine both to get speed and convenience together. How does the RSA algorithm work under the hood? RSA is the most famous public key system, named for its three creators, and it powers secure communication worldwide. Its security rests on one hard problem. Multiplying two very large prime numbers is easy, but factoring the result back into those primes is brutally difficult. To build a key pair, you pick two large primes and multiply them. From that product, you derive a public value that everyone gets, and a private value you keep secret. A sender raises the message to the public exponent and takes the remainder against that product to get ciphertext. You reverse it with your private value to recover the original, break RSA, and you would have to factor that giant product, which is exactly the wall it leans on. How do you choose a key length that stays safe over time? Key length is one of the most important knobs you control, so weigh it deliberately. The more critical the data, the stronger the key it deserves. Then factor in time. Computing power keeps climbing, so what resists attack today may crumble a few years out. Attackers also rent scalable cloud power and cheap graphics processors by the hour, putting serious muscle within easy reach. If your data will still be sensitive years from now, over-provision the key length now. And remember that equivalent strength varies by system. A short elliptic curve key can match a much longer RSA key because each algorithm uses its key material differently. Compare strength, not raw bit counts. So let's bring it together. Public key cryptography solves the key distribution problem for parties who have never met. Each user holds a public key anyone can use and a private key they never share. The math is heavier, so keys run longer, and the approach suits smaller workloads. RSA leans on the difficulty of factoring the product of large primes. And you size key length against both the value of the data and the compute power attackers will hold in the future. Lock these fundamentals in, and the rest of this chapter builds cleanly on top. The MCQs covering all the topics and concepts from this session are available on rucloud.com. Practice the chapter-specific MCQs before moving on to the next session. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or feedback, post a comment below or email us. I will see you in the next session.